Now at 6 and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, at least 4 people killed in a mass shooting in downtown Louisville. Governor Abbott pushing the Texas Parole Board to recommend a pardon for a man convicted of the shooting death of a protester. And we have updated flood warnings for the Crossroads from the National Weather Service.
The rivers are running high, and we do have a few little sprinkles around South Texas, but this is not going to amount to much. The next few days, we're going to be fairly dry and very comfortable. We'll talk more about that and take a look at your 7-day forecast in a moment.
And the El Campo Ricebird season comes to an end. We have the highlights in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now at 6. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Don Brubaker. Karina Garcia is off tonight. The Guadalupe River in Victoria cresting at 22.7 feet this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Flood stage 21 feet. The National Weather Service forecasts the Guadalupe River in Victoria will drop below flood stage sometime tonight. The city of Victoria has reopened the RV park, boat ramp, Pebble Beach, Fox's Bend, and John F. Lee Drive in Riverside Park. Here are the current river flood warnings posted for the Crossroads from the National Weather Service. In Victoria County, a flood warning in effect until late Tuesday morning for the Guadalupe River at Victoria. For Victoria and Calhoun counties, a flood warning in effect until early Wednesday afternoon at the Guadalupe River near Bloomington. A little before 11 a.m., the Victoria Police Department on the scene of a 3-vehicle crash at the intersection of North Main Street on West Mockingbird Lane. All northbound traffic rerouted as first responders work to clear the scene. We'll have more information as it becomes available. Police in North Texas searching for the body of missing 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. Investigators say they're searching a wooded area a couple of miles from the home where he lived with his family. Police said the boy is likely dead. No one has seen him since November. His mother, Cindy Singh, her other children, and her husband flew to India after police started asking questions. Police are now working with federal agents to extradite them back to the U.S. Governor Greg Abbott pushing Texas Parole Board to recommend a pardon for a man convicted of murder Friday for the shooting death of a protester during a Black Lives Matter demonstration in 2020. Daniel Perry shot and killed Garrett Foster during a BLM protest in summer 2020. Perry said Foster was carrying an assault-style weapon and pointed the gun at him, fired his handgun several times, killing Foster. Perry's lawyers calling it self-defense, but prosecutors claim texts and social media posts show Perry was looking for a fight. Perry given a guilty verdict on the murder charge. Millions of health providers are currently in limbo after conflicting opinions were handed down last week from a Texas federal judge on the legality of a key abortion medication. Now the Department of Justice has filed an emergency stay motion seeking to block Friday's order.
The Texas ruling, which would suspend the FDA's long-standing approval of the abortion drug mifepristone, is only one part of an increasingly complicated legal tug-of-war.
We have this other case in Washington, which is essentially finding exactly the opposite of what this extremist judge in Texas has found.
The Washington ruling Friday protects the use of the abortion drug in 17 states and the District of Columbia, among them Connecticut. And the message there was clear Monday.
Medication abortion is in Connecticut legal, safe, effective, and available, period, full stop.
The Biden administration vowing to use all legal means to fight the Texas ruling.
The president's made the commitment. We're going to use every available resource to protect a woman's right to reproductive health care.
South Carolina Republican Nancy Mace says her beliefs are pro-life, but also common sense.
90% of America is somewhere in the middle. And I think that 90% would be okay with listening to the FDA rather than a judge.
As the legal appeals to Friday's Texas ruling advance this week, Representative Mace has a political appeal to her GOP colleagues.
We are getting it wrong on this issue. We've got to show some compassion to women, especially women who've been raped, because by and large, most of Americans aren't with us on this issue.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
A new study shows women are more likely to face challenges to get routine screenings and birth control than in recent years. Researchers analyzing survey data from thousands of women between 2017 and 2021. About 45% experienced at least one barrier to get service in 2021. The most common challenges for women are finding a physician they feel comfortable with, cost, and getting child care. Researchers say broader restrictions on reproductive rights also play a role. Here's your viewer poll this evening. Scan that QR code on your screen to vote now. Here's our question. Have you faced any challenges with accessing reproductive health care recently? Yes or no? Let's look at those numbers. 12% of you voting say yes, and 88% of the voters say no. We thank you for voting. We want to hear from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part. We'll have an update on 25 News Now at 10. How about a weather update? Let's take a first look at your forecast. Here's First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Mac Pettis. Mac, it looks like the rain has stopped for now and the rivers are going down. Two bits of good news.
Yes, and the dry weather for this week is going to help. I mean, what we have today in terms of rain is just a few little sprinkles, certainly not the 3 days of thunder that we had last week. And of course, that's going to allow everything to slowly dry up. A lot of mud out there, but it'll cake over and pretty soon we'll be able to get around. We'll have your 7-day forecast coming up in a moment.
Mac, thank you. The Victoria Central Appraisal District reports it has mailed almost 46,000 appraisal notices for property in Victoria County. The district reports the price of property has increased dramatically in 1 year, and that increases the appraised value of property. If you have questions concerning your appraised value, contact the Appraisal District at 361-576-3621. Taxpayers have until May 15th to protest their appraised value. Louisville police say a gunman opened fire at a bank downtown there, killing 4 people and injuring at least 9 others. The gunman, who police say had a connection to the bank, is also dead.
Yet another mass shooting in America. This time the violence unfolding in downtown Louisville at Old National Bank.
Shots fired. Shots fired here. Get EMS here now. He's got a GSW to hit him.
Police say the gunman, armed with a rifle, opened fire on a first-floor conference room around 8:30 a.m. local time.
Within 3 minutes of being dispatched, officers arrived on scene and encountered the suspect almost immediately, still firing gunshots.
He had a long assault rifle, and you hear the shots just start firing. We have a break room, and I got in there and shut the door for a second, and then I was looking around, I opened the door to see where he was at, and I could see him still shooting. I didn't see his face, and then I took off running out the front door.
At least 4 people were killed, identified by police as 40-year-old Joshua Barrick, 63-year-old Thomas Elliott, 45-year-old Juliana Farmer, and 64-year-old James Tutt, all bank employees. 9 more were injured, including 2 police officers. One of them shot in the head and rushed into surgery.
Officers down on the steps in front of the bank.
Governor Andy Beshear says he knew some of the victims.
I have a very close friend that didn't make it today, and one who's at the hospital that I hope is going to make it through.
Investigators say the suspect, a bank employee, was killed by police.
The suspect has been identified as Connor Sturgeon, white male, 23 years of age, who was employed at Old National Bank.
Just 10 days into April, there have already been 15 mass shootings in the U.S. already, according to the Gun Violence Archive. That includes the one here today. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Louisville.
The mother of a 6-year-old who shot his first-grade teacher has been indicted by a Newport News, Virginia grand jury. The teacher, Abby Zwerner, survived the shooting. The child's mother, Deja Taylor, is charged with felony child neglect and misdemeanor reckless leaving a loaded firearm so as to endanger a child. Zwerner has filed a $40 million lawsuit against the school district, saying they failed to protect her against the student despite multiple warnings. Stay with us. Coming up on 25 News Now at 6. In Maryland, a daycare worker arrested after a video on social media showed her abusing a child. Also ahead, a child in California killed in a drive-by highway shooting.
H-E-B Meal Simple. Delicious, ready-made meals from recipes created by our chefs and ready in minutes. Like spinach and Parmesan stuffed flank steak and hundreds more. For better, tastier meals, the answer is simple. Meal Simple, only at H-E-B.
Have you been told you have to live with your wound? There is hope at PAM Outpatient Wound Care. At PAM Outpatient Wound Care Clinic, you'll find the latest technology and the most committed and caring professionals dedicated to your wound healing. Our experienced wound healing experts and multidisciplinary team specialize in preventing amputation and preserving limbs.
I began hyperbarics here. I'm walking and have the leg, which is the best part.
Come see us at PAM Outpatient Wound Care, where healing starts here.
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
H-E-B Meal Simple. Delicious, ready-made meals from recipes created by our chefs and ready in minutes. Like vegetarian butternut ravioli marinara and hundreds more. For better, tastier meals, the answer is simple. Meal Simple, only at H-E-B.
3 suspects arrested in connection to the fatal shooting of a 5-year-old girl along a California highway over the weekend. Police confirming to ABC 7 Eyewitness News the name of the child is Eliana, though her last name will not be shared due to privacy concerns. Friends say Eliana and her family were headed to a steakhouse that evening when a vehicle pulled up and began firing shots. This now under investigation, possibly linked to another nearby shooting. A Maryland daycare worker arrested after a video posted on social media showed her abusing a child. Police say 23-year-old Kayla Greenwell is being held on multiple charges of child abuse and assault.
Video posted on social media shows a staff member filming herself picking up a child by the arm and tossing her to the floor at the Oxon Hill Learning Center. In another clip, you can see what's believed to be the same employee kicking out a chair from underneath a second child.
I was asleep. It's my day off. I woke up to a lot of messages just sending me videos saying, "Isn't this your son's school?"
Ladera White rushed to pick up her 3-year-old son from the daycare tonight. She tells 7 News her son has been enrolled here for 2 years and she's never experienced anything like this.
It's disgusting. I have a heart for kids. I love kids. And to wake up to that, I mean, I personally saw the video and I knew the kid. I knew exactly who the kid was, so it hurt me even more.
The center confirmed with us that the video was taken inside their facility. They tell us they contacted the Prince George's County Police Department and Child Protective Services. Our news partners at WTOP tell us a letter was sent out to families of the daycare today, saying in part, "As many of you know, a disturbing video showing a former employee displaying inappropriate behavior with 2 children has gone viral on social media. We take seriously the safety of your children. Therefore, upon being informed of the video, we immediately took action. The employee was fired. All required hiring requirements were followed, which include a criminal background check and a child abuse check. Both came back clear."
I mean, I'm thinking about withdrawing because I don't feel safe and I have to go to work and I have to think of this, or is my child safe, or is someone putting his hands on him, and it's not fair.
Russia's defense ministry says that 106 Russian servicemen who had been held captive were returned from Kyiv-controlled territory. Now, the servicemen will be flown to Moscow and provided with medical and psychological assistance. Meanwhile, Ukraine's presidential office head confirmed there was a prisoner swap and 100 Ukrainians were returned home. They included military, sailors, border guards, and National Guard servicemen. A boat carrying roughly 400 migrants is adrift in the Mediterranean Sea between Italy and Malta. The boat is at risk of capsizing after being stranded for at least 24 hours. Rescue operations are currently underway to rescue hundreds of migrants adrift on boats. Italy's Coast Guard said Monday one boat carrying around 400 people was filling with water and was at risk of capsizing.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. A few little sprinkles are possible tonight, but the rest of the week looks relatively dry. There is another front on the horizon, and we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up in a moment. Don't go away.
On Saturday, March 18th at 9:40 p.m., officers with the Victoria Police Department responded to a call of shots fired on the 3600 block of East Forest Street. They located a 32-year-old man who had been shot. Witnesses advised that after the shooting, the suspect fled in a dark-colored truck. If you have any information about this assault, please call Victoria Crime Stoppers at 361-572-4200. All tips are anonymous. If you give information that leads to arrest or charges being filed, you could earn a cash reward.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Right now, save up to $50 on gas or battery trimmers.
Hello, neighbor. Before you buy a home,
Before you sell a home,
before you make any home improvements, call USA Foundation Repair.
a thorough and honest inspection is what you get from USA Foundation Repair.
We work with realtors and contractors on the front line every day doing inspections and repairs. Don't get taken to the train station. Get the USA Foundation Repair brand of approval. Call us today for an honest inspection.
Get the day's news in your inbox email newsletters from 25 News Now. Sign up today. Go to crossroadstoday.com/email alerts to get started.
There's a powerful beast roaming these woods. And if you listen, you can hear it. Every now and then, you get a glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
25 News Now would like to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Go to the link on your screen for more information on how to download.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. We had, of course, all that rain last week, and we're going to have a relatively dry week, allowing all that stuff to just percolate into the ground. I think many corn fields and milo fields are really happy today, unless you're trying to walk through them, because they're going to be a little soggy. 75 is our current temperature, northeast wind. We have clouds rolling from the northwest down toward the coast, and you might have not have noticed it, but there are actually a few showers in Texas, in South Texas, as a matter of fact, not so much in our area. If we do get one, they'll be very light and they'll be over, they'll be gone by tomorrow. I'll tell you why they're wrapping around the region. Well, here's obviously Victoria, and there's the river all the way down to Bloomington and San Antonio Bay. You can see how the light rain showers are being picked up by Doppler radar. The heaviest stuff is over here coming out of Pearsall and headed down toward probably Mathis and Beeville. So if you know anybody down there, they're going to get a little shower activity. But like I said, this is not going to last very long. Well, of course, the good news is the rivers have crested. That means that they've peaked and now they're going to slowly come down. And so for today and tomorrow, certainly by Wednesday, you're going to see a whole lot better situation here. And of course, you know, the debris line, we're going to see that too. But that continues high for another day or two before we see a dramatic drop by the time we get to the weekend. As a matter of fact, here's the graph. Remember when before the rain came, the river was down here at about 6 feet. Then, of course, it ran all the way up to 22, I believe. And then here, we're right about here. So you're going to see a crest and then all of a sudden a pretty significant drop in about 2 days. So until then, just, you know, take it easy. Some impressive rainfalls from the storm. This is the storm total, thanks to Coco Ross. Hallettsville had 5 inches, Cuero 4, Victoria 2, Oswell 2, Edna had 2, and that's the heaviest one that I've seen, and that's in Campbellton, 7 inches. That's why all the rivers are on the rise. But Today, whatever we get today is very quick, and what we have right about here is a gathering low. You can see how the things are sort of spinning around. Well, that is going to be the reason why we get the dry air behind this. And so for the next couple of days, we're going to be sunny, warm, and dry. How about that? Haven't seen that in a while. Here's what we're expecting. A sprinkle or two possible tonight. Otherwise, tomorrow, we're looking at a 77. And then, of course, by Thursday, we get up to about 79, 80 degrees. Now, this is going to be good. Everything's going to settle down, dry off. River levels are going to come down. Now, we do have another frontal system coming in. This would be Saturday night. Saturday afternoon, evening. It's a little bit far out, but it'll be here Saturday. And that will run into a lot of humidity. So we have a pretty good chance of a couple thunder showers associated with this system. And then behind that, on Sunday, Monday, we've got some fairly quiet weather, a few sprinkles left over, but temperatures dropping. Seeing temperatures in the 70s, low 70s in April after Easter, that's pretty amazing. So we're going to be watching for that. But like I said, the good news is this front is fairly rapidly moving and won't have that 3 days of continuous downfall rainfall that we had last week. So that's your 7-day forecast. Remember, we have a QR code. If you scan that box there and put it on your phone, you can take it with you wherever you go, and we can get you with anything from news, weather, and sports bulletins that you need to know. Don, we'll toss it back to you.
All right, thank you, Mac. And Sports Director Gino Perez is here with a soccer season that was for the birds.
Yeah, they showed out too. The soccer season is over, but we have highlights coming up after the break.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
Hi folks, Greg at Full of Pep. A longtime customer talked to me the other day and told me they switched to a horse feed from another company because it was cheaper than ours. Before long, the shape of his horses deteriorated and one ended up at the vet. Our equine feeds are formulated to keep your horses in the best condition and maintain peak performance at any life stage. We're not the cheapest, but we sell a superior quality product at a fair price. And in my opinion, that's value. Come see us at Full of Pep.
Amish furniture is handcrafted piece by piece in the Amish country of Indiana, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. At South Texas Amish Furniture in China, we want to provide you this heirloom quality furniture that'll last your family generations to come. From start to finish, we work with you to custom create beautiful pieces of furniture just to your liking. Pride yourself and your family by investing in the finest American-made indoor and outdoor furniture. Call us to schedule a virtual or one-on-one appointment to get started today at South Texas Amish Furniture in China, where we help you invest in the best.
CCA Texas and industry leaders have built the largest saltwater redfish, spotted sea trout, and southern flounder hatchery system in the world, releasing nearly 1 billion fingerlings into our Texas bays. Adult broodstock are spawned in tanks. Hundreds of thousands of fingerlings are raised in grow-out ponds and released into bays to ensure we have healthy populations for future generations. Join CCA today and help us make a difference.
Are you ready to change your career path? Come join our sales team at the Victoria Television Group. Do you have a passion for customer service and sales? This is the right place for you. We offer great benefits, medical, dental, life, 401k, paid vacation, and much more. Call me and let me show you why the Victoria Television Group sales team is the right choice for you.
At a crossroads, the El Campo Ricebirds' historic playoff run came to an end, but El Campo did show some fight in the final game of the year. Lumberton, coming off a victory over Calhoun, continued to dominate, and they scored from 25 yards out, putting it just past the keeper. Now El Campo on the defensive side. Lumberton with a corner and a perfect headed ball in, goes 2-0 for El Campo. They're in a familiar hole. The Ricebirds running out of time and looking to make something happen. A nice header pass past the defender And in an even better volley to himself by Raymond Moreno leads to a foul in the box to create a penalty. Prime opportunity for Diego Gutierrez as he lines this one up, waits for the whistle, hits it to the right-hand side, but it's blocked. 10 minutes left in the game with Lumberton with a 2-score lead. Lumberton with the ball again in El Campo's end, and on a 3-on-1, he slides it past the keeper again. The ball finds the back of the net for the third time of the day. Final score 3-0. Lumberton goes on to win. The Lumberton boys and girls soccer teams both advanced to the state semifinal game. The El Campo Ricebirds made the regional finals for the first time in its history. Congrats, El Campo, on such a great season. A new athletics organization program going by the name of the Gators is going off without a hitch, and sports reporter Zach Brown met with the president and athletic director of the organization and athlete who has a game tonight.
One of the things that we're striving to do is to get that outlet for student athletes to where they can possibly go on to the next level, you know, whether that be through college scholarships, through connections that we're able to make through our organization. So any opportunity to come out and show your support and or show your skill, we'd love to have you out.
It's been really nice. I feel like a lot of good coaches and teammates, really nice, helpful.
The baseball team is playing Odom today and are hoping to break its 2-game losing streak against them. One of the biggest golf tournaments in the world ended with a Spaniard bringing home the trophy. John Rahm was down 2 shots starting the final round, but with some help from Brooks Koepka, who made multiple mistakes, Rahm finished with a 3-under 69 to give him the victory, winning by 4 shots, becoming the 3rd person to win by such a margin without having a lead after 54 holes. Rahm is now ranked #1 in the world. Over the weekend, the Baltimore Ravens are doing all they can to keep Lamar Jackson, except giving him a new contract, of course. But for now, they are adding a new weapon to the team. Odell Beckham Jr. signs a 1-year, $15 million deal to join the Ravens for the upcoming season. The quarterback for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, posted a photo on Instagram saying, "Trues," with a screenshot of him FaceTiming the Super Bowl winning wideout. Jackson has requested a trade, but this signing might keep the former MVP in Baltimore a little longer. The Purple and Black were the NFL's least productive wide receiver group last season. Well, that's your sports, Don. Back to you.
All right, Gino, thank you. And we're back in a moment. We give you a look at the Royal Coronation Coaches next month.
In Texas, the future belongs to everyone, so we created the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, part of America's best-selling trucks for 46 straight years. With an available 12-inch touchscreen and interior work surface, it puts the world at your fingertips. And now, there's a great in-stock selection to choose from at your best in Texas Ford dealer. Drive F-150 now with 0% financing plus $1,000 cash plus up to $1,000 accessories cash plus complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
You two want to know the sex of the baby?
Yes.
No, don't look.
The Good Doctor is Monday's feel-good hit. I have missed your friendship.
I've missed you too, Sean.
We need help in here. We'll work as a team and figure it out.
Your surgery saved both their lives.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Glassman. My job is to mentor and teach you how to be a good doctor. The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Are you ready to stop letting big business take your customers away? Phase 3 Digital is your #1 digital marketing resource to keep your customers shopping with you. With an office right here in the Crossroads and a team of support across the nation, we can help you wherever your business is in the online journey. From building a site to developing e-commerce capabilities to growing your customer base, we will drive results. It is time to take the next step in growing your business with Phase 3 Digital. Are you ready to take your customers back? Give us a call or visit us online to get started.
And finally tonight, new details on the coronation of King Charles and his wife Camilla next month. Charles will be crowned at London's Westminster Abbey on May 6th. First, the king and his wife will be taken from Buckingham Palace to the Abbey in the Diamond Jubilee stagecoach, built to commemorate Elizabeth's 60th year on the throne and first used in 2014. After the service, Charles and Camilla will travel in the 260-year-old gold state coach, which has been used at every coronation since 1831. Ooh, I hope they don't have a flat.
That's a coach perfect for Cinderella. Cinderella.
I thought that was Cinderella coming down the road. I thought that, where's the little the mice that are moving?
I'm looking for the pumpkin there.
Yeah, I mean,
or the fairy godmother. I mean, where's the pumpkin?
And I'm looking for some sun here, Max.
Oh well, we've got sun coming, as a matter of fact. Now tonight there may be a sprinkle or two in the region. By and large, though, we're drying up, and we're going to have about three and a half days of pretty nice weather. Temperatures upper 70s, no, humid 90s or anything like that, until Saturday when the next front comes through with a little bit of rain. But it won't be 3 days of deluge, at least.
All right. Thank you, Mac. Thanks for watching. We're streaming 24/7 Crossroads Today Plus. We'll see you tonight for 25 News Now at 10. Have a good one, everybody.